Here we go. This is going to be my Harry Kane Pro Clubs build. This is one of the builds that's been requested most recently, so I thought I would finally get round to actually showing you what I've sort of put together. This is a build I've touched a fair few times myself in playing sort of just in my club with mates or drop-ins even. And when someone requested it, I thought this would be a sort of a perfect one to bring on. Right, let me have a look. So, level 94 currently, so I'm like 5 levels off. Let me start again with just showing you the playstyles I've gone with. I've gone with finesse, chipped, incisive, and technical. Technical just for the wide turns, and I didn't really want to keep. I didn't want to keep inventive on, because the one thing about Harry Kane is he's a very creative passer, and I wanted, especially if you're doing the long balls, I wanted them to be not necessarily cross-pitch travellas, because that's not exactly the sort of play style we're going to go with. So, don't know what this sort of glitch is at the top here with the stats page, but if I go over to the body tab, you can see that there's quite some heavy effect downgrades on due to his height, due to his weight, because he is the max height, max weight on a magician build. But I still think with the finesse, the incisive, it's the perfect build for Harry Kane. Could make a finisher, could make a target, but I think you need the finesse shots, and I think it's really important on this build. So there's your body stats. We've gone with Invader to get the incisive, which did mean we had to put in. Let me remember which one it was again. If I go down to Invader, yeah, 92 long passing, 90 attack positioning, 90 vision. But to be fair, not much of a, especially when you're high enough points. I wouldn't make this build at level 20. But if you've got high enough points, this really doesn't matter, and you can still get all the attributes that you're going to want. You can see around compensation. You can see on the pace due to the body. It's agility and acceleration. The card I've based this off is a 91 Player of the Month Bundesliga card, and it was 80-80 on the sprint speed and acceleration. So you can see where I've had to compensate there. These are the playstyles. Feel free to pause it now. The last one I'm going to go on level 95. I think is going to be Enforcer. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, or Pinged. Pinged or Enforcer is the sort of ones that you've got enough shooting ones, enough passing, and he's not exactly going to be doing rainbow flicks. I'll leave you another chance to take a screenshot here if you want the build. 6'2", 176, slightly below his real life weight by like six pounds, I think. And there is your playstyles again. So what I'll do now is I'm going to jump into the player creator again and show you the animations. Luckily, hard-coded animations, there's a lot of them. It's a very rough Kane face, so don't judge me too hard on that. I think it does the trick. We've got high socks, tight shirt, Skechers boots, very Harry Kane, no tattoos. We've got a low fist pump. My friend called it put the pizza in the oven. I don't know if that's a wide thing, but there it is, been putting the pizza in the oven. You've got hands on hips. Then you've got goal scorer for his actual penalty animation, the little sort of skip into it. There you are. I think that's his actual hard-coded animation as well. I'm really stuck between the general and darting striker, but the longer I look at it, the more I'm going to convince myself it's the other one. So I'm going to leave it as darting striker. Feel free, you can mess around with that however much you want, because he's very slow to a point where you're not going to see the running style that much, and you're not necessarily going to be dribbling that much, so you don't need some sort of overpowered combination there. Perfect. I thought I was going to delete it then. The thing I want to show you now, a few of the clips, and I'll just talk about how you're going to have the playstyle with him. Kane, you're going to be dropping off a lot more, and I know that seems weird with the 6'2" sort of striker, but 6'2" striker, but you really dropped out of clubs. Wow, all the way out. You need to bring this sort of playmaking ability in. You need to sort of be a forward anchor really for your team in a way. Take the ball off the centre backs, drop in, play it out wide, and then hopefully if you've got runners around you, then I'm not even going to bother trying to get the match up and running here, or a skill game up and running. I think the game hates me, but I assure you the build works. It's a shame I can't show you. I think EA must be having a day off, but what else could I show about the stats? I'll leave you on the attributes page so you can get the gist of what's going on. But this is it. You don't need to be doing a lot with this build. It's mostly just a sort of drop in, false 9, play it out wide, get yourself back in the box at the end. So if that suits your playstyle, this is definitely, I'd say, the build for you.